Yo, what is going on YouTube? C-Doug Fades here from All City Cuts. And today we're going to be tackling this high taper. I know a lot of people at the beginning of their haircut career struggle with this. I remember it was one of my biggest struggles as a beginner barber because you didn't want to take the taper way too high. This video is filmed in 4K, so I'm trying to get way better quality out there for you guys. Hit different angles and bring the quality and value all these new beginner barbers need. Now, if I could give any advice to any beginner barbers to doing a high taper or any taper style, and if you never cut the climb before, I would definitely start in the back of the head because it gives you more room for error. And if you like how something comes out, they don't really get to see it, so you could like trial and error and learn their hair before you get to the side taper. Because let's be honest here, no one looks at the back of their head. They always look at the sides. But getting right into the fade, we started with the bald line. And now we're debulking with the 2. I haven't seen this client in about 3 weeks, so I've been cutting them so I could still debulk the bottom with the 0, and the sides are just full enough. I'm gonna want to debulk my panel. You want it clear so you can see the fade and it's not hanging over or bulky or cluttery everywhere. It just helps you work neater and in better sections. Now we're starting blade open, and we're still doing the fade down method. I highly recommend all barbers start with the fade down method when starting. This allows you to never fade too high into the hair and keep the fade where you want it to be. Because as soon as if you start open, that's the longer length. But if you were to start close and go up way too high, then you're cooked, and then you have to bring everything up, and then maybe even sometimes the taper has to end up being a bald fade. As you can see here, still using my skills. I have the clipper or the guard in the other hand ready to be used, and I slap on my 0 guard and I'm doing a flick out scoop motion into his fro. Guys, doing fros is honestly easier than cutting straight hair to me. Now that I mastered it, I used to struggle super duper hard because I was never really exposed to it at the beginning of my haircut career. But now I could cut any hair texture that walks into that door. I know y'all see that coming out blurry. And now here we go using the final guard on the back of the head, the 1 guard. We know at the very top we debulked it with a 2, and at the bottom we had a bald line and blade open. So you just got to fade all that in between. And I know at the beginning of your haircut career it could be very hard to fade in a very condensed area, but I promise you, as you rep out this system, you will get better at it over time, and you can fade in a really condensed area or in a really high area, because then you will understand your guards and what lengths and colors they use. Wow, what lengths and colors they leave on the head. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. Don't mind me. Now we're getting to the neckline. On these necklines, you don't want to leave them super natural, but you also don't want to like knife it in at a really sharp angle and have that grow back be nasty. You kind of want to hit it in the middle on a certain angle of the head. When you do leave it natural, it just looks really bad. But when you leave it too cut in, it also looks really bad. So you got to find the happy medium of this, which at the beginning can be a struggle, but just kind of leave more natural than dug in, because like with the fading system I'm showing you guys, you could always take more off later. You can never add hair back. We're not no GTA barbers now, you know what I'm saying? Now we're getting into the side taper. Guess what, guys? The same exact steps. There's no reason why you should try a different taper method on this side than the left side. You just gotta keep it the same thing. This is how you move as efficient as you possibly can. As you can see right here, I'm asking my client, you want to take the rest off your face? And he said, yeah. And right here, I'm utilizing my tool. I set in the bald line with it, and I'm cleaning up the facial hair. So now I don't even have to go back later and clean up the facial hair. I just do it while it's in my hand. Me and my client here just chopping it up a little bit as I'm moving the camera. Trying to find that better angle for you guys. Thinking this one's the money ball right here. Right here, I'm using my Tune 45 Babyliss clippers. Absolutely love these. I hated them at first, I ain't gonna lie. You know what, guys? Leave me a comment below if you got them, if you like them. Let me see your feedback. But yeah, I low-key like them right now. I've been using them like the past 2-3 weeks. The guards kind of remind me of the old Andis Master ones that we were using in this video as well. But they're nice. I'm still getting used to them. I was trying them in this video. But yeah, leave me a comment if you got these or if you want to get them. I'll give you guys some feedback. Always when you're doing a fro, you want to hit that scoop out motion, so you don't like dig too far into their fro and it looks like a shelf. You don't want the shelf look. Some people like that shelf look when they get a disconnected cut, but you get a fully blended taper into the fro. Also, guys, if you're finding any value in this video, please, it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe and comment and leave a like on this. I'm really trying to blow up this channel. I want to have a whole community. I'm getting the ebook ready. I'm actually going to drop the ebook video ebook idea in this video. And leave me a comment if you guys want an ebook on that, because the idea I'm about to present y'all, because I think it will be a really helpful one that's not really talked about in the industry a lot. But yeah, subscribe please and turn on post notifications. Oh, one key point I forgot to mention, you guys. When you're throwing in that bald line, you want to completely take out that C-cup for the high tapers. And you want to kind of angle it down a little bit in the back, so you don't go too far up in the back, and it's more of like a straight across fade. You want the taper to be diagonal with the C-cup and the top of the earlobe. But guys, that's enough talking for me. I'm going to let this side roll. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to catch y'all at the end of the video. Well, not necessarily the end of the video, but after this side of the taper's done, because I already explained it to you twice, you know what I'm saying? Alright guys, we back. So now that the whole taper is done, we're going to be picking out my client's hair, because I'm going to eventually style it. But before I get into the lineups, I usually like picking out the hair, because it lets all the hair out in the front come out, so when you line it up, it becomes more crisp. Because if you just line it up when it's curly and then he goes to pick it out, there could be a couple stray hairs that fall down, and then his lineup's not going to be as crisp. Guys, I also forgot to mention, we are trimming his fro a little bit. And I will explain how to trim a fro a little bit. On his fro, though, we didn't really take off as much as we usually would. We mainly just took off the ends because he wanted to grow a little bit more and see. He usually, on average, comes to me every 3 weeks, but he's going to be coming every 2 weeks now, so we could keep it a little longer. Now we're tackling the fro. Guys, I know you see a lot of people on the internet use the clipper to trim down fros, but a really nice tip for a beginner: use scissors. You have 10 times as much control, and guess what? If you drop the scissors, you're not gonna patch them, right? That was always the number one fear of mine, is like cutting some dude's fro, the clipper slipping, and boom, patching the back of his fro, man. And you have to give him a free cut. So I use scissors a lot, mainly for trims, and if I could use scissors on every fro, I would, but sometimes you have to grab the clipper. But if you're starting to cut hair and you need to cut down a fro, I'd pick it all out even and just cut it with the scissors and make it a circular shape. It's so much easier, I promise. And now my favorite part, y'all, the lineup. As you can see, his fro is still picked out. I'm brushing all those little baby hairs down. I ain't gonna lie, this is my first video recording in 4K, so let's see what that 4K talking about, you know? Try and get that 360 Jeezy angle. Still haven't figured it out, but this is close enough for now. We will get better. So on my client's hairline here, he does have like slightly higher corners. So from the recession area, I step it over to the middle. Usually I would go from the middle to the corner, but this seems to work better on these type of clients. So you don't push them back crazy. And I usually do it on each side. Like I tap and go from each corner and then look at them straight on. And then we make it straight from there. But it's easier to make this hairline straight because we did the high taper. I recommended the high taper from a while ago because his hair will grow back so quick and it makes the hairline look straighter when it's not as straight. As you can see from that side, we're stepping it all the way across because low-key that was the higher side. As you can see this side, it's a little more full. And we're brushing all those loose hairs down and make sure we're catching with these trimmers. These are the Tune 45 Babless combo trimmers. I really like cutting textured hair with them, I'm not gonna lie. The white straight hair though, it really doesn't hit though. I don't know what it is. Usually all my other trimmers are the opposite. And I have to like find the ones that cut textured hair the best. But these ones get the job done. I'm loving them. Here y'all get the front angle view. As you can see, like I said, that left side's a little bit higher, right? So you want to match everything with that side. You don't want to bring the high side higher. You want to bring the low side higher, and it'll give the illusion that it's straight. Usually everyone got that natural curve in their hairline or a natural low to high side. It's more on the rare side to have people have a naturally straight hairline without a line out. Those people I'm jealous of, I'm not going to lie. And here we are, utilizing the tool as usual. I did the lineup, and now I'm hitting bro's mustache up real quick. It's so nice to utilize your tool. I remember how many times I used to just pick up and put down the same tool like 10 times in the same haircut. And it would honestly add like 10, 15 minutes to every haircut. And then in between talking, putting it up and down, just doing random motions. If you move with purpose throughout your whole haircut, I promise you, anybody could do a 30-minute haircut. It's doable. Here we go, guys. We're getting straight into the razor work. I'm trying to figure out this camera angle too. I appreciate y'all who watch my videos and are sticking with me from the beginning now, because definitely these are when the content days are going to be the roughest. And I would love to see people watch me grow, and I would like to grow with y'all too. Just hit me in the comments. I literally answer every comment. You can also hit me up on social medias, C-Dog Fades, All City Cuts on every platform. Yeah, come check me out. Also, if you want a haircut, you could book a haircut too and be in one of the videos. Here we go, though. I think I finally found the camera angle I was trying to hit here. I was trying to hit the bird's eye view and get me doing the razor. I don't know how 360 Jeezy does it, but we're figuring out the angles here. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I have the secret on how to never cut anyone ever again. 1, be patient. Be patient while you're using the razor. You gotta realize you have a sharp object on their skin. And 2, always keep tension on the skin. I promise if you do that, you will never cut anyone. I remember when I first started, I used to nick, slice, cut, anything. People would be gushing, their hairline be sliced up. Because I used to just rush and use too much gel, I would push people back. It was bad. 2 things. Don't rush and keep tension. You already know we got sponging with the taper. It's like the look of 2025. Here's this foam I use. I highly recommend it. It works in any curls. You can use a little bit in some hair, a lot in the other hair. Some hair is more hydrated than others. Some hair needs the hydration. So this stuff just is wonderful. Highly recommend getting it. As you can see, I'm thoroughly working through my client's curls and scalp. Just make sure it's all in there before I hit him with the sponge. I use a rake sponge because it's easier to clean and it's not as dirty and hair doesn't get all caught up in it, because loose hair does get caught up in sponges. And here I am applying the sponge. I go in a counterclockwise motion, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I go in a counterclockwise motion all around the head. Make sure you do even pressure. Sometimes you have to go hard, soft, but depending on the hair texture. But I do it all evenly around the head. It's actually pretty hard for clients to achieve this look because they can't see all around the head and if they're getting an even curl pattern from the sponge. So when you style it for them, they absolutely love it because you get the even look. You show them in the mirror, it all looks the same curls. You know, it's awesome. You know we're not forgetting that aftershave. That spicy spice, you know. Make sure you put that on the next strip. Coat that boy. Make him feel it till next week. Nah, not gonna lie, my client's a trooper though. He didn't even budge. I thought he was gonna jump for the video. He didn't even move. I was highly disappointed. Here's the final product, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I answer every comment. I promise I'm not Hollywood. I'm trying to make an impact in the industry. I'm just your ordinary average barber trying to do extraordinary things. With all that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.